put together just for you, just for you, just for you, just for you. So we wanna thank you all for being on the call tonight. Oh, there we go. I'm checking out the numbers here. Wow, tonight. You know, I'm gonna go 8 points. 8 points about the backbone and learn from what I learned from Michael Jackson. His brother and I were associates, but there's some things I want to talk about. But before I go into that, I want to thank everybody who was on Al's happy hour last night. How many showed up for the happy hour? It was amazing last night. Mr. Sergio, thank you so much. First of all, let me give a shout out. I see Mr. Sergio there. Okay, Mr. Clemens, you can check out, see, okay. I like to, I like to thank Miss Joyce Brewer. There she is there, always front line. AC and Corey, thank you so much. Ms. Dominique Young, our school teacher up there in the area of Nashville, Tennessee. Mr. Chris McDowell, thank you so much. We want to thank also Mr. Mr. Jordan C. up there. Man, what a great young man he is up there in the Phoenix, Oh, let me get tongue-tied here. Let me go back here. Up in Nashville, Tennessee. Mr. Daryl Ranson, thank you so much. Ms. Kona, thank you so much. Now, Nawa back again. And I already said Mr. Sergio down in Mexico, my friend. Mr. Shane, thank you for joining us. Ms. Jones, Mr. Marcia Carter, and her brother, Regional Director, Mr. Marvin Carter. Thank you so much for joining tonight on the call. Now, some of you guys got on here a few minutes early like you should have and partake in what I just showed. Some of you missed it because you're just trying to get on time. Watch this. Leadership is not about just getting on time. What does Jim Rohn say? Early is what? On time. And on time is what? Late. And late is never heard of. So you guys always get on here 10 minutes early. I've said that to you. You just missed the important lesson of tonight. That's why I did that lesson. For those who got on here early enough to saw what I just showed, that is what the subject matter is tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody last night. Happy hour tonight. We'd like to thank everybody for tonight. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. right here, we got Spears and the great Mr. Bree Clemens has Spear training us from the home office. That's powerful. You got Vivid from the home office. You got Spear from all in the same week. Wow. And I'd like to, first of all, put on the screen here, sir. We'd like to congratulate all the new IBOs, the people who got qualified. Pop it up on the screen in just a second. That we highlighted last night in happy hour. So we want to continue that celebration by acknowledging these folks here that got, hold on a second, that got promoted and also got in the business. And if I were you, I would try to get somebody on the call, you know, on this list by next Friday that got promoted or new in the business, because we're doing both promotion and new in the business. Look at there. Here's all the new IBOs, and then the customer milestone to the right, CQ, and also 20 points. Isn't it? I mean, wouldn't it be neat to have 3 or 4 people on there? Wouldn't it be neat if you had 3 or 4 people on there every week? Wouldn't it be neat? Look at that. Success stories. Love to hear that. We'll just stop there for a second. Who are you going to have on there next Friday so we can celebrate and jump up and down about and think about and be just excited about? All right, that's the leading board for last week. We played it yesterday, first thing on our happy hour. The happy hour was a lot of fun yesterday. A lot of things came out of that. I want to thank all you that were participating. Now, today, today I start off with a few minutes prior to this. Mr. Clemens put up 7-8 minutes before we started on time, which you should have been on early, but you missed it. You're just getting on now. So I'm not going to recap. I'm not going to recap it. You should next time get here 10 minutes early. I always on here 10 minutes early. I'm always early. Early is on time and late is, anyway. I'm going to talk about 8 points that about backbone, that my backbone of Michael Jackson. He had so much backbone. And if some of y'all got in there early, you saw what I'm talking about, the backbone. Now, Backbone. Write that down. That's the topic of the night of leadership is backbone. We're not going to start the showing that. Yeah, there you go. Backbone. Everybody write that down. That's the subject tonight. Subject matter is backbone. Some people ain't got no backbone. Michael, I displayed early his backbone. And I wanted to display that early to make a point. Next time I do anything, you get on here 10 minutes early. Show your leadership. I've said to you guys a zillion times, get on here early because your downline gets on here, don't see you on, they think, well, wow, what kind of leader do I have? So get on it early. Get on it early. So backbone. The leadership I just showed about Michael Jackson, he didn't care, number one. He didn't care what people said about him. He didn't care. Like Prince, he didn't care. He did not care. He did not care. Because he had backbone. Because he knew who he was. He knew that he knew that he knew that he knew. Number two, he was a showman. He was a showman. There's a saying, set yourself on fire and the rest of the world will come out and watch you what? Burn. See, most of us want to live in this little safe cocoon, don't want to get out of the box, and you wonder why your group is not growing because you're not growing because you're just doing the same old, same old. You know, I respect the other day, Ms. Perla Banal said, hey, Mr. Thomas talked about it, and man, it hit me hard. And I turned to my mom and I said, I need to learn these things. See, she came out the box, but more important, she's setting herself on fire because she don't give a rat's back in what anybody say. Too many times we worry about what everybody's saying about us. So many times you worry about, you know what, and let me tell you something, they've been talking about you. They just don't do it to your face. So what do you give a hoot about? What do you care about all that stuff anyway? Go set your, look, you think Al Thomas give a rat's back in what people say about me? No. So why do you care so much what people say about you? And let me tell you why that is. It's called ego. Ego. E-G-O. Uh-oh, let me get back over here. Ego. Let me get back over here. E-G-O. Edging God out. Oh my God. What did he say? Edging God out. I don't care about all that. But why do you care so much about your little ego? So fragile. That's why you haven't done big things, because you worry about what people say. So anyway, let me move on. Miss Diane Collins from Australia just joined us. Hello there. Miss Perla Banal just joined us. Hello there. Miss Castro just joined us. Good morning. Good evening. So he was a showman. He didn't give a rat's back in when he didn't care what people said about him. He did not care. He did not care. He, set yourself on fire and the rest of the world will come out and watch you burn. That's all Al Thomas ever did. I don't care what people think about me. They're still talking about me. I don't care. They're still broke. I'm okay. I don't care. So get off that. The third thing I learned from Michael Jackson, bless you, Miss Brewer, thank you, bless you. He had the world by the palm. He had the world eating out of the palm of his hand. This backbone. Look at that. Look at that backbone. See, that's the man or woman on fire. It's inside. It's burning. Then it's not on the outside, but it's on the inside. It's always burning. Look at that backbone. Burning, 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 burning. Michael Jackson had the world in the palm of his hand. Anywhere he went around the world, thousands and millions of people show up. Because why? He had backbone. He had backbone. Next week, I'm going to talk about posture, but tonight it's about backbone. He had backbone. Next, he wanted to be the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. Have you ever made a decision to draw a line through the sand and become the best, or working toward being the best? What if my billionaire mentor, Kenny Trout, his mom, Nadine, would say, Kenny, you don't have to be the best, son. Just do your very best. Write that down. That right there, where I just dropped the mic right there. My billionaire mentor pounded that in my head, Mr. Marvin Carter, a zillion times. His mother, Nadine, before she passed away, she would pound in his head, Mr. Tim Kennard, you don't have to be the best. Just do your very best, Mr. Edmund Smith. Do your very best. Do your very best. But Michael wanted to be the best. In my opinion, he was the best. He studied who? He studied, what's the dancer? Oh gosh, God, I really like him too.
James Brown.
Huh?
James Brown.
James Brown.
James Brown was one of his mentors. He loved how
Fred
James
Astaire.
Brown danced. He took James Brown. And there's another one. Oh, God, what's his name?
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire. That's it, Fred Astaire. And he said, I'm gonna be better than all of them. And he practiced, he practiced, he practiced, he practiced, he practiced, he practiced, he practiced. To people tell he was a perfectionist. Are you practicing your trade? Wow. Wow. He wanted to be the very best. My billionaire mentor's mom said, you don't have to be the best, Kenny, just do your very best. All of you, just do your very best. Number 6. Now, millions of people are trying to be every day, walk and do the same thing that Michael Jackson did. They don't know how to dance like him. Everything. I was watching a video earlier today. This guy got married, and at his wedding table, he was doing Michael. He had his wife doing it. He had 2 more people doing it. It was funny, just like the video. Just like the video. Because when you're the best, let me ask you a question. When you're the best, let me ask you a question. When you're the best, the people try to imitate you. Number 7, who's trying to follow you? Oh my Lord. Who's trying to follow you in ACN? Who's trying to follow you in ACN? Who's trying to follow you and say, I want to be like so-and-so. I want to be like so-and-so. Who's following you? Who's following you? This is leadership tonight, folks. Look at that backbone again. Who's following you? Who's following you? Are you worth following? Are you professional? Do you say you're going to do what you say you're going to do? And number 8, in other words, be someone worth following. Whoa, there we go. Just drop the mic right there. Be someone worth following. Ms. Joyce Brewer, Mr. Marvin Carter, Mr. Sergio, be someone worth following. Mr. Tim Carrera, be someone worth following. Mr. McDowell, be someone worth following. Come on. Mr. Edmund Smith, Tommy Grant, be some worth.
You're muted, Al.
Can you hear Mr. Thomas?
Worth following. Let's get into backbone now. Now that we got into this part, let's get into the true meaning of the word backbone. 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 So I had to throw down there a few minutes early for the call for those that got there early to get the trueness of backbone. Now look what you're showing. Look at it showing the spine, the backbone and the spine. Now, some people, they think they got backbone, but as soon as somebody say no, quit their team, they fall apart. They get back injuries. They get hand injuries. They just fall apart. Now, we're going to break the word backbone down for you so you guys can take notes on this. This is very important because I'm going to teach on something that's so important that so many people in America don't have, especially young folks. They're so wimpy. They're so fragile today. This no backbone, no posture, no nothing. Just, what's wrong with this new generation? Start over. Now, let's break down the word backbone. Everybody see the word backbone on the screen? Backbone. Now the B, we're going to break down the B in backbone. Here we go. B, it says, believe in yourself. Believe in who? Yourself. When nobody else believes in you, you believe in you. When nobody believes in you, you believe in you. The hardest thing for a lot of people to do is believe in themselves. When their mama, daddy, sister, cousin, preacher, pastor, evangelist, rabbi shoot them down, they quit believing themselves. No, believe in you. Believe in you first. Al Thomas always believed in me before I even saw ACN, before I saw Never Market. I was always a person that believed in me. If it's to be, listen to me, write this down. Write this down. If it's to be, it's up to me. Write that down. If it's to be, it's up to who? Me. Look, if you're going to be an RD, then no, you ain't got no backbone. Believe in yourself. Look, if it's to be, it's up to you. It ain't your downline. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. You got to have backbone, folks. B means believe in yourself when nobody else believes in you. Your sister, your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend, that two-legged joker who calls himself an uncle, that backbiting buddy of yours who's laughing at you, the girl, your best girlfriend. Look, you can't, look, write this down. Write this down. Oh, my Lord. Write this down. Look, for a band leader, listen up, to a band leader to lead the band, he or she must turn their back to the audience to lead the band. So you got to turn your back to people. You got to turn your back, Sergio. You got to turn your back as you start building your business. When people don't see the vision, you got to turn your back. You got to turn your back. You got to turn your back, Mr. Smith. You got to turn your back, Mr. Graham. You got to turn your back, Miss Young. You got to turn your back, Miss Castro. Well, they don't believe you. You keep conducting that band. You got to conduct the band. You got to believe in you. Mrs. Shane, believe in you. What? Believe in you. When Al Thomas got started, nobody, network marketing was a taboo subject. It was a pyramid. You're going to jail. That stuff don't work. That's a full of blankety, blankety, blank. And I had to turn my back to people. When I cut my phone off and say, I'm not doing real estate no more, they thought I lost, look at me. They thought I lost my marbles. They thought I cracked up. Man, we would call the little guys with the little white jackets, a little short bus to come get Mr. Al Thomas. He is walking away from all his real estate money, from all his investors to do some nickel and dime phone business. Man, they thought I lost it. Seriously, they thought I lost it. But Al Thomas believed in himself. Ask yourself this question on a scale of 1 to 10. Behind it says believe in yourself. Put in parentheses. Put this in parentheses. In parentheses. In parentheses. Do you believe in yourself on the scale of 1 to 10? Put that number in the box for you. Believe in yourself. Put right after that. Believe in yourself. Put in parentheses the number 1 to 10. 1 meaning I don't believe in myself at all, Miss Thomas. I have issues. 10, oh, I can do this. I'm gonna blow the door. Yeah. 9 would be, I'm going. 8 would be, I'm almost there. 7, I'm working on myself each and every day. I'm getting better and better. 6 is like, oh yeah. 5 is like, So you write that number in that box. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. What's your number look like? Don't tell me. 1 to 10. And 10 means I'm going on, I'm all in. Like they say in poker, I'm all in. That's what the backbone's all about. And please update your name and when you enter the room, because we don't know who you are, we're not letting you in. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Mr. Bree Clemens, no, we're not letting you in. Now, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Next, A. The letter A is for the back. Next is A. What does A stand for? Action. See yourself with it. Action. I'm sorry. Action. Action. I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. Action. You got to take action to make it happen. You can sit all day long on that chair, that couch, and say, I'm going to go to my car. I want to go. But until you get off your rear end and put your left foot over right foot, put it in action, it ain't going to happen. I call it a Chevrolet. What's a Chevrolet? You shove one foot down, you lay the other one. You shove one foot down, you lay the other one. You lay Chevrolet. See, now when you hear the word Chevrolet, it's gonna bring a different meaning to your heart. Chevrolet. You shove one foot down, you lay the other one. Right, Mr. Dwayne up there in Canada? Chevrolet. No, y'all gotta look. No. You gotta have action, baby. You gotta get up off your assets. Look, you got to get off your what? Your assets. You got to get off your assets. You got to get off your assets. Come on now. Mr. Lance, come on. Miss Carol Baker, assets. Mr. Winston, assets. Mr. Darrell, come on. Miss Christine, you got to get off those assets. You can't make nothing because if you sit around on your assets, it gets wider and bigger. Let me shut up. But you get the idea. You got to get into action. Action. That's the power of backbone. Action. Action. All right, ready? Now, next letter of backbone is C. C. What's the C for, Mr. Thomas? See yourself with it. See, clarity, 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 clarity. See yourself with it. 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 Let me give you clarity. When I bought my first big place, it was 8,000 square feet. And I said, Lord have mercy. I was in my first network marketing company called Excel. And I pulled up to this place. It was 8,000 square feet. And it had a circle driveway. It was on 1.5 acres. And it had 2 pyramids in a circle, to pull in a circle driveway. And the house had a pyramid on top of it. And when I drove up to it, it was, my God, 8,000 square feet. I went, Lord have mercy. And I saw it. I told the real estate lady, this is my house. Would I even went in the house yet, Mr. Sergio? I said, this is my house. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, because I'm in a pyramid deal and this got 3 pyramids on it. This is my house. Clarity, clarity, clarity. Come on now, clarity. I claimed it because I know that was clarity. See, some of y'all think, oh my God, let me look at everything. Let me check it all out. Let me kick the tire. No, that's what broke people do. I know it was mine. I drove up, I'm laughing. It's a pyramid. It's got on the driveway, both sides and one on top of the house. I told the real estate agent, pull up in the circle driveway. I said, this is my house. 4-car garage. I could park 12 cars in a circle driveway. She said, how do you ain't seen the inside? Don't need to. I've already claimed it. Because why? I'm a network marketing. I'm in a pyramid deal. See, that's how 5%ers walk with clarity. I already knew it was my house. And guess what happened? 45 days later, it was my house. Clarity. Clarity. Are you walking around seeing people in your team as before you call them on the phone? Are you gonna get in? If you're gonna get in, be an IBO, you're gonna be a customer. See, that's clarity. Or you calling people, say, well, I hope they answer. I hope they can make the call. I don't know. I hope they can. That's not clarity. See, I walk as if. Watch it. Write this down. Go with as if they're gonna be an IBO, as if they're gonna be a customer, as if. If the last 2 don't work, the last thing I want, give me a referral. See, you got to get paid for your time. Miss Joyce, you got to get paid for your time. Go with the idea they're going to be an IBO or they're going to be a customer. I'm going to get some referrals. Hello, honey. I got to get some for your time. Am I making myself clear? See, that's called clarity. Clarity. A, IBO, B, a customer. C, you're going to give me somebody. You're going to give me somebody. Clarity, clarity, Miss Jones, out there in South Carolina. That's right, clarity, 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 clarity. All right, next. Let's go back here. After clarity is K, and K equals keep on doing it. Watch this. Go ahead and put it out there, sir. K equals keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on talking to people. Keep moving forward. Keep going through the numbers. Keep looking for people. Keep going out there giving flyers out like I did last week and I've been doing this week. Keep going out there and just prospecting. Keep the same thing, mode of operations. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No matter what, keep going. 35 flyers. Some days I put out 18. I make up the next day. Sometimes I put out more. But I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to keep shaking hands, kissing babies, talking to people like a politician. You got to keep going. Keep doing it. 27 years, Al Thomas is keep doing it. I'll outwork every one of you because I'll keep going. Well, I was going to go out, but it's kind of, today is 100 and we had 111 degree weather in Vegas. Some of y'all say, oh, it's too hot to go out. Oh my God, it's 111 degrees. Oh my God, I can't go out today. Oh, my makeup may run. Really? Really? Like I said, I don't eat until I deserve to eat. Some of y'all sitting at home eating all day long, sitting on the fan, air conditioned. Y'all don't deserve. You ain't got one prospect. Hmm. 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 Keep on doing it. What was that? Keep on doing it. Just do it and do it and do it. Art Williams. But Art, keep on doing it. But Art, I mentioned so-and-so. So what? Keep doing it. But you don't expect me to do that. I was vice president. Yep, I expect you. See, you just got to keep on doing it. Write this down. I want y'all to listen to this after the call by Art Williams. It's a 5-minute to 8-minute call. It's, go to YouTube. It's called Just Do It. Just do it. Do the 5 to 8-minute one. There's a long one, but do the 5. Just do it. All these excuses. All right, but I can't sell my house. So do it anyway. All right, I can't. Hey, just do it. It's called Just Do It by Art Williams. Here's a coach out of Georgia that started an insurance company, MLM, and made millions of millionaires. Great listen. Thank you, sir. Millions of millionaires. I'd really advise some of you to start your day off listening to that every morning. What's motivating you every morning? I'll say I don't need motivation. I get up, I'm just excited every morning. But listen to that after you get off here. Go to YouTube, Art Williams, Just Do It. The 5 or 8-minute version. And just, man, it's all the excuses, all he says, just do it and do it and do it and do it and do it. So my question to you is, if he tells all these people to get past all this horse manure, why can't you? See, sometimes y'all think I'm harsh. Y'all need to listen to what some of these other people saying to their teams. Keep on doing it. And some of you, I hate to say, some people really ain't done nothing yet. Think about it. Some people still haven't done nothing yet. But they want the reward. They want to be a senior vice president, want to be an RVP, and haven't done anything. All right, let's move on. Let's see, keep on doing it. Hold on, let me get back to the main screen over here. I'm just flipping through CEOs all on right now. All right, next, that's back. Believe in yourself, take action, clarity, see yourself with it. K, keep on doing it. Now we're gonna get to the bone, the backbone, the B-O-N-E now. The B stands for be that person. Be that person. What do you mean by being that person, Mr. Al Thomas? Be that person that believes in yourself, take actions, and be clear, see yourself with it, and keep doing it. That's the B, that's the bone part. Be that person. Miss Diane Collins, be that person. Mr. Natalie, be that person. Just be that person. You got people on here from 10, 15, 20 some years ago on my call. Oh, Mr. Al Thomas, I'm a mentor. Oh my God, Al Thomas. Why? Because I've always been that person. Let me ask you right now, if you'd have died tonight, what would your tombstone say? Well, he was going to be that person. He tried. What would your tombstone say? Well, don't know what to put on that joker. Don't quite know. Or do your tombstone say he or she helped a lot of people? Or they were just selfish? They were an ETL for 5 years and an RD for 110 years. Well, I mean, think about it. Who've you helped? Who have you got on these calls besides yourself? Uh-oh, let me shut up. Let me start the motor and get out of here real quick. Come on. How selfish are we? Let me go back. Thank you, Mr. Dave Culver, for joining us. Think about it. Be that person. Be that person worth following. Next, look, is Al Thomas old? Watch this. Oh, sir. Feel like Vanna White and Mr. Bree Clemens. And bone. Are you guys getting a lot out of tonight? On fire. I'm always on fire. I'm always on fire. The rest of it, sir. Oh, on fire. Are you on fire? You call me 12 o'clock at night, I'm on fire. 11 o'clock, I'm on fire. I'm always on fire. Remember I said earlier, set yourself on fire and the rest of the world will come out and watch you burn. Are you always on fire, or you talk with, well, I'm not quite sure, insignificance? Or you're firing people up and giving them something to hope and dreams and desires? Are you on fire? See, I love to be that person on fire. I'm always on fire. Life, remember I said it's the coin, 3 sides, 3 sides. The boring side is the front, 95%ers. The 5%ers having a lot of fun, but on the edge is when you're on fire. You can see both sides of the coin, can't you? Always stay on fire. I'm always on fire. I'm always excited. I'm always living the dream because I'm on fire. Are you on fire? Next, the next word, next letter in bone is N. N means never, ever quit. Winston Churchill said that. Man, I tell you what, I never met the man. A couple hundred years difference in between us. And you know what? Over in London, he was like the prime minister, and he said, never, never, ever quit. And I adopted that many, 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 many years ago. And I will never quit. I can slow down, I'll take a break, but I've never quit, never market, and I never quit on my team, never. How many people quit on you? You know why people quit on you? Because you don't call them up and say, how you doing? You don't call them up and say, listen, there's a conference call going on. Hey, there's a training on leadership on Saturday. Hey, Al Thomas got a happy hour on Friday. Hey, don't forget Sunday night at 6 o'clock, we do a product training. See, the reason why I never quit, because I know what it takes to be a superstar in this business. So many of you get on here by yourself, you still ain't called nobody to get them on these calls. That's sad. And then you wonder why people quit on you. Because you quit on them because you were not a leader. You had no backbone. You didn't believe in yourself. You took no action to help them. You wasn't clear on helping them, and you didn't keep doing it. Right? And you weren't being the person, and you were not on fire, and that's why they quit you. Because you did the whole opposite of what this says, backbone. I'll say it again. You didn't believe in them. You no action to help them become qualified. You wasn't clear yourself on who they could be in your business, and you didn't keep helping them get on these calls, and you were not being that person that they need to have, and you were definitely not on fire for them. And you know what? That's why they quit. It said never quit, but they quit because you didn't show any of the backbone. This is so powerful. That's why I send a text message out every day to fire people up. Backbone. Never quit. Never quit. Never quit. 27 years later, Al Thomas has seen them come, go. I've never quit. They go up, they go down. I've never quit. They left, they got fired, they got thrown out. I've never quit. I kept it straight and narrow, and I do the right things, and I help people build their business, and I have never quit. 27 years, people quit this, quit that. I've never quit. 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 I've never quit. I've never, never, never quit. Never quit. Never. And once you get these things in your spirit, I'm telling you, if you go believe in yourself, take action, clarity, see yourself with it, RVP, see yourself with it, see yourself with it. Keep doing it over and over again. Repetition is the mother of all learnings. They say it takes us 21 days to figure out the light switch. We move to a new house, apartment. It's not that we're dumb or stupid. We are creatures of what habit. That's how God made us. Be that person. Be that person. And be on fire and then never quit. See, the reason why, like I said, I'm going to say this one more time. The reason why your downline's not growing, watch this. I'm going to tell you why your downline's not growing. You know why your downline is stagnant and you can't get nobody on there? Because first of all, you don't believe in you and you don't believe in them. You don't take action to get your people on this call or any other calls we do. You're not clear. The clarity that you don't see yourself with it because you've been knocked down your whole life. You don't believe in yourself. You not keep going. You kind of halfway do it, and you're not being the person or that leader for your team to follow. And that's why you're not on fire. They're not on fire. And it says never quit. That's why they quit, because you didn't show them any of these others. So when you have that backbone, that posture, I'm gonna talk about posture next Friday, Saturday. Backbone is so important. You got to believe in yourself. Take action every single day. See yourself with it. Before I become a senior vice president, I already saw myself with it. I just went to work to make it real. And I kept on going, kept on going, kept on going. I don't care how many no's I heard. I worked it day by day, night by night. I didn't give a, I just knew I was going to get there. And I didn't know who was going to go with me, but I had to keep going. And then the B stands for be that person that people want to follow and emulate like Michael Jackson. And then be on fire. Be on fire. Be on fire. Man, some people I get on, I'm excited. I look at their face like, tell your face you're excited. You're not bringing people with you. You're like a bug repellent. People will get away from you because you're not on fire. And N, never quit. And the last letter, E. E for enthusiasm. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Enthusiasm. 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 Say it again. Enthusiasm. Mm-hmm. 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 I am sold myself. The last letter is enthusiasm. Are you sold out to yourself? Are you sold out? Enthusiasm. Folks, tonight we talked about the backbone. And I got you on here 5 minutes early because I want y'all to, those that got on early got the chance to see something, because that man has backbone. He's got posture. He didn't care what anybody thought of him. Michael Jackson didn't care about anything. You know, he didn't care. He didn't care. And he's a leader. He didn't care what people said about him. He was a showman. And he knew if he set himself on fire, the rest of the world would come out, watch it burn. He didn't care about what people thought about him. There was more lovers than there was haters. That's why his song said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, he had the world in the palm of his hand because why? His backbone and posture. Because he was different. Are you trying to be like everybody else? I don't want to be like everybody else. I never want to. I hate being like everybody else. That's why when I bought that 8,000 square foot, I never want a cute house. I never want a cute house. You drive up, oh, that's a cute house. I never want a cute, what's a cute house? I always want a house you drive like, what does he do? You know what I mean? Cute. Kids for babies and kids and girls. Cute house. He had backbone and he wanted to be the best. Like my billionaire mentor's mom, Nadine, said, Kenny, you don't have to be the best, just do your very best. And that's what I'm telling you all. And some of you out there, you haven't started even do your very best. You've been sandbagging. Anyway, and he had millions of people eating out of the palm of his hand because he was the best. He was the best. And right now to this day, people are still trying to break dance and dance like he does. And because why? He led by his backbone and posture. You know, here again, who's trying to follow your backbone and posture? Do you have one? And people saying, hey, I want to be like that person. Either Michael Jackson or be like Mike Jordan. I mean, who said, what about an HCN? Who are you trying to be like? Wow. In other words, be someone worth following. Write that down. Be someone worth following. Be someone worth following. So that was why I wanted to play that skit a few minutes before the call for those that got on there on time, not just at the time. And then a whole bunch of got late. See, that's why I can't stand late people. Late. Jim Rohn said early is on time is late, and late is never heard of. And that's why as a leader, that's why I always get on here like 10 minutes early. You know why? Because I'm a leader. I never wanted my people to get on here and say, well, he's not on here, but he wants me on here. You're not even lead by example. Lead, write that down. Last time I'll give you that. Lead by example. Lead by example. Lead by example. Lead by example. Next week, I'm going to teach and preach from posture. Oh my God. Woo, Lord have mercy. Are y'all ready for this? See, this is serious talk for serious leaders. And see, a lot of people say they want to be a leader, but they're not willing to do these things. And that's why I took the time to broke it down and just want to go into it, because you need to know. Forget your upline. Your upline may not be worth following. I'll say it. But this is going to make you be that leader that people want to follow. This is going to separate you from the rest of the pack. This is going to make people want to follow you and build a big team with you. People don't follow people with money, they follow people with dreams. What kind of dreams are you casting on your people? Or it's the same old, same old. You know, I'm not letting those people in. I don't know who they are. I love what, wait, let me take a minute. I love what Nathan Goldberg said yesterday. And it was so profound. You know why it was so profound? Because he thinks outside the box like I do. And so many of y'all do the same thing the same way. And you know what? You get no results. You know, open up, think differently. Think differently. Oh, what did I do with my notes? Oh, what did I do with the notes from yesterday? Did I file them already? Think differently. Start being a leader. Start being that person that people want to. Oh, where did I do with them? I can't find them. Huh. Matt Sievers. Well, you know what? I love how he thought yesterday. I love what he said yesterday because he thought outside the box. Him and I talk all the time. And you know what we talk about? Let me tell you what we talk about. We talk about how a shame it is that more people are not successful in our business because they sit there and they don't do anything with the information. No matter what we give them, they just still sit there like they just sit there, and they sit around and eat bonbons all day long and not really wanting to, they want better things, but not wanting to go do some better things. Oh, here it is, my notes. I love this. What do? I help small and mid-sized businesses that don't have a pension. I show them how to develop one. Bingo. We're bringing the next Amazon into the marketplace. Would you like to be on board? Bingo. Who's that? 200 points. Put that back up on there. 200 points from RD. So what do they ask people when they ask you, what do you do? An executive making $125,000. He says, how much of your current income is passive based? Passive based. Powerful. 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 I help people build a recession-proof income from home. Another powerful word to get the point across. But see, here again, this is what backbone is all about. You think Nathan Goldberg sits back and just do nothing, or you think he takes action and then lead his team in that direction? He talked about having people over his house 12 at a time making phone calls. He's going to do it tomorrow again at 6 for an hour and a half to 2 hours. When the last time any of us did it? Or think about it. He said, you don't have to come to the house, just do it on the Zoom calls. See, that's what I'm talking about. Think outside of the box. All right, I'm done. Any questions on what I talked about tonight? Backbone. Thank you, Mr. Sergio. Appreciate it, sir. Any questions on backbone? Now, I'm going to say this in love. If you don't have backbone, start developing it. Start developing it. Start developing it. Does Al Thomas have backbone? Yeah. Does Al Thomas give a rat's back what people say about him? Nope. Does Al Thomas speak his mind? Yep. Does Al Thomas piss people off? Yep. But is Al Thomas here to be loved? No. Is he here to be respected? Yep. You know why? Because that's what you guys need. Because we lost it along the way in society. We got to be so frail and so wimpy these days to really say what's on our mind. Don't be that person. Be real. Be real. All right, tomorrow night, Mr. Bree Clemens will be back tomorrow night with Spears from the home office. Now, you know he's a bad guy to get them on. Very respectful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Christine. You know he's got to be a bad man to get Spears on a call on a Sunday when their office is closed just to get on our call. See, do you guys appreciate some of the stuff and people we bring on this call, what we have to do to get them on here for you? And all we ask you to do is get 2 or 3 people. See, that's backbone and posture. Don't come by yourself. Bring other people with you. That's how you build this. All right, no other questions?
Yeah. Mr. Thomas, I had sent you a text on Monday that I was going to do my first PBZ this coming Monday, the 20th at 6 p.m. So I'm asking if other leaders on the call are available to dial in just to give me support, and we'll go from there, see what happens.
What's the Zoom number, dear?
It is 722-646-9528, and the code is 9006.
Repeat that one more time. I heard 722.
722-646-9528. And the code is 9006.
That's this coming Monday night at 6 o'clock. What time zone?
Pacific time zone.
Always, see, that's another thing, leaders. Always get Pacific, because I don't know about you guys, but I live in an international world. Always give the time zone. That's why even on flyers, I put Pacific Coast time. Even when I send out texts. Why? Because I live in an international world. And some of you guys need to start bringing your thinking up a lot higher than what it is. You live in an international world. The world is shrinking. Okay, thank you. How many guests do you think you're going to have on there so far, Ms. Brewer?
I don't know at this point. It's up in the air at the moment, but we're going for everybody.
No, let me ask you a question. How are you getting people? How are you inviting people to get on there?
Some of them I'm direct calling them. Some of them I've been going on Facebook and having people contact me that way. And we just go for the best.
No, you got to do better and go for the best. See, that's what Jim Rohn just talks about. You don't just go for the best. You're hoping and praying. You got to know your numbers. So how many people have you called to be on there on Monday?
Right now, I've talked to 7 people.
7. Now, let me ask you another question. How many of the 7 has confirmed?
3. But,
So
we've seen how that goes too. They confirm and then they don't show.
To get through, you got to invite, what, 10 out? Come on.
I'm sorry.
You got to look there. I'm not trying to take away from you, but
Sure.
you ain't worked yet. You ain't got enough numbers yet. You got to go after this hard. You got to call 30, 40, 50 people up. That's what you need to do personally. Make your goal is contacting 50 personally. See, Facebook is a crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't count on Facebook. People think, I got all these followers. No, people, you got zombies. That's called zombies. A follower is somebody you know personally.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I got millions of people. No, those are zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we need to do is have you between today, Saturday,
Right.
Sunday, call
Right.
at least 50 people for Monday.
Done.
And not only that, then you want to call on Monday morning to confirm that you will be on there. You're applying. Who's your applying ETL?
Marvin.
Okay,
Correct.
Mr. Marvin need to be on there Monday or tomorrow, confirming people for Monday night for you. Hey, I understand Miss Joyce Brewer called you. We're excited about having you on the Zoom call. We got an allotment of only 50 lines. We got 70 people that said they're going to be. So I just want to make sure you're going to be one of the 50 that get on there early. See, that's how you sell it. You got to look. You got to use. You got to. Hey, we got 50 lines. We got 70 people that want to show up. I just want to make sure we got a spot for you. It's called a takeaway. What did Mr. Nathan Goldberg say the other day when he was talking yesterday? Y'all need to go back and listen to it over and over and over how he talked to me on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested? If not, hey, I'll thank you for your time. Boom, next person. See, you got, look, we got a wealth of knowledge yesterday on Friday, a wealth of it. You need to go back, get that off the channel and listen to it 10 or 15 times. Stop, play, and write it down. Write it down. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are getting all this powerful information from these people I bring on, but you're not going back and re-listening, regurgitating. Ms. Perlman said today, hey, listen, I thought the time was 45. No, she don't. She told me about 10 to 15 minutes. Seemed like 45 minutes. But it's always, she's appreciative because it slapped her around like, wow, I've been around and I've been listening, but I haven't been doing. And I got to put it in action. See, that's what you guys need to go do. You got all this information that's coming through you, but you got to go back and re-listen to it. I used to do play, stop, write stuff. I still do it today. I hear something that's powerful. I'll play it, stop it, write it down. Play it, stop it, write it down. and then go implement it. Internet, look, as far as I'm concerned, Facebook, you might get 1.5 person. You can't count on that. It takes you to get off the assets and go out there and call 50, 60 people up. Today and tomorrow, call 60 to 75 people. You might have 10.
Mhm.
That's how you do that. Now you might have 10 on there, but that's what it takes, dear. It takes a lot of
Right.
calling.
And that
And
was
go back
also,
and listen. Huh?
that was also why I wanted some of you all to be on the call too, because a lot of times when people see other people, that, you know, that it kind of takes them to a different space as well.
This is Monday, right? Monday night,
Yes.
6 o'clock. Okay.
Right.
I could probably jump on there for a few minutes Monday, but here's what it's going to take you to do. We don't want to waste anybody else's time, but we want to make sure ensure you have a great PBZ. So you got to put it, go all out.
Sure.
All out. I remember Mr. Marvin and his sister and his wife, they had a great PBR they were doing. They went to Zoom calls and they had a lot of people there in Fresno. And I'm like, to me, it's like, go back to the same thing, but do it online. I don't know why we fall off. That's why our downline don't follow us, because we fall off by doing the things by thinking as a leader. Do you guys realize I think as a leader, I think about who I'm gonna have on here next week, the following week? And that's what I'm saying about leadership. This is a leadership call. If I was the people in front, you know, if I would be calling my people up, I'll give an idea. There's a guy named, he's not on the call tonight, Mr. Bobby, God, I can't think of his name. I called him twice this month. And he's out of Fresno. Hey, man, look, we got your money. Bobby, what are you doing? He's playing music. Man,
Oh,
you know,
Griffin.
see, huh?
Bobby Griffin.
Bobby Griffin. But watch this. Why is he not on these calls? Is that the leaders following up? Hey, Bobby, come on back. Hey, Bobby, let's do this. Hey, Bobby. See, it takes that same kind of love to get people in your business to maintain them. I called the man twice. I called him last week. That was twice this month in July I called. See, that's what I'm saying. As leaders, you got to call people in your downline. But you don't, but then you get on the call by yourself. Not saying you Miss Brew, but then you get on the call by yourself. Where's my team at? And you got 15, 20 people sign up, but nobody's on it because you never called them. You never loved them. You never have backbone. Let's go back to that backbone. Put the backbone up there, sir, again. Some of y'all listening, but you ain't doing it. Why do you think I send out a text message every day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week sometime? To keep people in the loop. To keep you in the loop. So you got to love on your people, especially in this climate. When last time you guys called 10 or 15 people in your whole downline? Every day. Call 10 or 15 people. Next day, call 10 or 15 more. But keep them in the loop. Mrs. Ismail, hear me about a month ago. I called everybody in her downline. Mr. Brad Kish, took me a day and a half to call everybody in his downline. When the last time you guys pick up the phone and call people in your downline, whether they're active or not? They're not active because you don't love on them. See, you don't believe in yourself, first of all, and they know they don't trust you because you don't show nothing unless they make you money. Love on them. Last time you took action with them. When last time you had clarity, see yourself with it, but calling them, seeing them in your team or on the conference calls. And then you keep doing the same thing I'm giving you. Call people up, love on them. They're hurting today. All this other stuff, they're confused, they're hurt. Love on them. Keep calling them. Then be that person that you want to be. Be the person that you should be. Be that person.
Mr. Thomas, can I say something?
Sure.
So one of the things that we've been doing in the Toronto marketplace over the last year, which Nathan touched on yesterday, which I think is also very powerful. And at the beginning, when everybody thought about it, it was like, oh man, we have to go through one of those. And literally, we go to one person's house and once a week, power call. And we made it into a game, like he said. And there'd be 5, 6 people, 7 people, and we're making calls, we're making calls, we're making calls, we're making calls. And at the beginning, it started off rough. And we'd always, how many no's can you get? And then before you know it, the no's started turning into yeses, started turning into yeses. But those power hours, whether you do it now, we have to do it through Zoom because we can't be in people's houses and whatnot. But those are sometimes the best things, because when you have somebody next to you that's making those calls, it motivates you when they get a yes and you're getting a no. Not I got to go get my yes, man.
That's right.
Those are certain little things that Nathan talked about yesterday that helps all of us.
Yeah. You know, and what's stopping us now? See, that's what leaders do. You know, Fresno, Marvin Carter, you guys can start doing that now. See, it all falls on leadership. You know, Mr. King should have people at his house. Well, then he's not doing it. But, you know, you guys got to start thinking outside of the box. Mr. Tash said, I'm going to do Wednesday. So all right, great, go for it. But the whole idea is start making calls. You know, Mr. Carter's had a great thing going for one time. All of a sudden now now we're on it. Get it on the internet. Get on a Zoom call with it. But don't stop your momentum. See, that's what I'm saying. A leader does not stop their momentum. They keep it up. They think outside of the box. All right, we can't physically have people in the house. Like you said, I love what Nathan said, Mr. Goldberg said, hey, we'd had a dozen people. Somebody over here, somebody sitting over here, somebody sitting over there. But we have people spread out and let's make calls. There's nothing stopping any of y'all from doing that. But you're not thinking like a leader. That's what I'm saying. A leader is going to continue building no matter what. And that's why I use the word pivot. We pivot. This happened, pivot. Look, I will never probably do another PBR, BOM, because why? It makes so much sense. I could hit 7 countries and 7 states in the same day, not leaving the comfort of my house to be home for dinner. Are y'all catching this? But y'all not thinking like a leader, international leader's thinking. You're thinking about your little city, your little town, my little, guys, branch out. This is the best thing that happened to us. Nathan and I were laughing the other day. We talked 4 days ago. We're laughing like, bro, we ain't never hitting the airplane again. We ain't never traveling. We don't have to. We can build just as fast, quicker, without the wear and tear on our body, expensive, all this overhead, and we could do it right here from 7 calls a day from around the world. God, y'all catching this? So we see it, why can't y'all see it? And then go to work and make it real. Because you got to start thinking bigger than you've been thinking. The problem is, and I want to say this with due respect, you're thinking too small. You're thinking too small. You're thinking about your little 8 mile by 6 mile little city you live in. That's all you can see. The world is massive than that. Your downline is bigger than that. Last month, I'm going to tell you how many countries I got in last month. You blow your mind. And you're still there in one little city and got no IBOs in because you're not thinking bigger. You're not thinking global. You're not thinking, what can I do to blow my business up? What can I do to expand my business? What can I do? No, you never thought the thought. The thought was, okay, honey, what's for dinner? Hey, where's my bombs at? Where's my cold water at? I need another beer up in here. I sitting around chasing the dogs around the house, but you're still in the same spot. And you wonder why your group is not growing, because they're looking at you for growth and you are not a leader to think for them, to bring them up with you. And that's why the last month, like Nathan, Mr. Goldberg, I've been hard on people. I'm trying to bring them up to a higher level, because in the fall, when this thing go crazy, in January, we'll get the windfall of it. And some people get pissed because I've got my foot on their neck trying to get them to be a better person, because they can't see themselves being a bigger person. That's what gets me. Folks, I'm here to tell you, we're in the right place right now than ever before, and we're not even getting nobody on here. So here's my proposal. I'm thinking next month, if people don't start putting people on, I just got to cut people off, because to me, it's not worth my time. I give quality content, quality people, quality, and you can't get one freaking person over every other call on here. That's unacceptable. That really is. Think about it. It's unacceptable. You have not because the Bible says you ask not. You ask not. This is, so going back to this, I would make 50 calls between now and tonight and have Mr. Marvin Carter confirm them and go to work and make it real. Like I said, when I decided to be a senior vice president, nobody decided, I decided Enough is enough. Like Popeye, I opened my can of spinach. Like Popeye, I decided I'm going to do this in 6 months. And in February of 2006, I am going to walk that stage as a senior vice president, have my ring ready. See, nobody pushed me. I decided. See, a lot of you haven't even made a decision yet. These are happy calls. It's not a call of action to make you like, that's what I love about Miss Pearl Ball. She said yesterday, it pissed her off. I've been around this man. I'm pissed off. I should do more. I should have more. I should. See, y'all ain't pissed off enough. At least she was honest about it yesterday. Some of your ego and your pride, well, you know, well, why you go to work? You know, you hate that too. So why don't you really make a decision, draw the line in the sand, and commit to it, and don't turn around, don't go back. Because you guys have so much talent, so much talent. You have so much good going for yourselves, but you're not even tapped into 1/10 of it. Now, the good Lord upstairs stopped the world for you. Say, hey, guys, you guys have a home-based business. I'm going to open the heavens up, line the stars up, and you mean tell me you can't get one person out of 335 million people in the United States to jump on one call a day? Are you joking me? I think he's up there laughing at most people. It's like, what more you need? So I would really, if I were in your shoes and wanted to be an RVP or SVP, I'd work this business sun up and sundown like nobody's business, because there's never been a good time like right now. Are you joking me? The company's giving 3 services, $75, 5, 400. I mean, come on. 8, you get $400. 11, you get 600. Come on, you're 2.5 times your money. Come on, are y'all even talking to people about the economic point of it? I mean, you put up $240, $224, you get back 6. Are you even talking about what kind of return on investment you got? When I talk to the business owner, I talk about return of the investment, ROI. But see, you don't know what you got. I want y'all to really get after this thing. Here's what you got to do. Last time I'm going to say, look, the problem with most of us, not you guys, but most people, they're too comfortable. They're too comfortable sitting comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And most people, comfort to me is broke. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. The problem is most people are very comfortable. Thinking they're comfortable, they're not comfortable. That's brokenness, but they're comfortable there. You got to get uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. I'll say it one more time. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. I told you the time I bought a brand new place across town. I walked in there and I had a bed and a couple chairs in there. I stayed there because I was too comfortable living in a big place. I had to go there to get uncomfortable to go to work. And my place is open 24 hours a day, 7 days with anybody on my team to come by, make phone calls, whatever. Or, hey, wake me up, we'll talk. I don't care. I had to get uncomfortable so I could get to the next level and where I wanted to go. And see, the problem, 90% of 99.9% of people, they're very comfortable. I'll get around to it. No, you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. See, most people won't do what I did. And that's why most people never have what I have, because they won't get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And like I said, it take a backbone. I broke that down tonight. Tomorrow night, next Friday, a Saturday, I'm gonna break down posture. See, without backbone and posture, that was the theme of the year this year, is backbone and posture. Most people think they got backbone. They ain't got no backbone. They got a wishbone. I wish I could be an SVP. I wish I could. That's why they ain't going nowhere, because they wish and they ain't doing jack with it. You realize the good Lord made you somebody special. You don't do nothing with what he gave you, the talents. You know how you must feel up there? He looks down on you like, I gave you a talent. I gave you everything you need to be successful. And you're down there horsing around with a wishbone instead of a backbone. Dare to be great. My God, don't get me started on that. You guys have so much in you. Some of y'all right now sitting on a couch playing with the dog, cat, or whatever, and listening. Oh, that's a nice conversation. Ain't taking no notes. Ain't trying to change anything in your life. But here again, that's what I'm saying. That's what leadership's about. Leadership's been real with you. This ain't to be a horse around with. It's been real. I'm trying to move you into where I'm at. I'm trying to give you some, ooh, let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet before I really go crazy. Because y'all ain't ready for that because, oh, no, I just been real with you. Right, Miss Collins? I'm just being real with you. Right, Mr. Sergio? Just being real with you guys. You haven't made a decision yet to go to be senior vice. You haven't made a decision about RVP or RD yet. Because if you had, your numbers would change drastically before the month's out. What's today? We got at least another week or so. Why can't they change between now and next Friday? Let me see what you do next Saturday. Let's see what you do. Let's see if your name's on the charts next Friday with some new IBOs in your downline. Everybody that brings new IBOs, we have them speak like we did Friday in happy hour. Thank you, Miss Christina. Appreciate the real talk. See, that's the problem. These people just playing with us. I'm always going to be real with you. I don't know anywhere better. That's how my mentors gave it to me. And I thank God every morning that he gave me 3 billionaires to mentor me. I thank him every morning. Because you know what? He could have said, nah, not Al Thomas. He ain't worth it. He ain't going to do nothing with it. He's got a wishbone and a backbone. Oh, my God. Okay, let's see what time. It's a little after 7 o'clock p.m. It's 5 after 7 Pacific Coast time. And now we talked about backbone. Tomorrow, next week, we're going to talk about wishbones. Love these calls and training. And real, Mr. Thomas, thank you. Thank you, Miss Collins, thank you. That's all I've ever done to keep it real. But weak people can't stand the truth. Oh, why is he talking? Weak people can't stand that. But real people respect that. I guess that's why me and Mr. Nathan get along so well, because we just raw. We come from that because we don't have time to play. Anyway, folks, we thank you all. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Mr. Bree Clemens will be back. Show the flyer, Mr. Clemens. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Culver. Thank you, sir. Show the flyer for tomorrow night, sir. You have the flyer ready to show everybody. Thank you, Miss Collins. Thank you for your blah, 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 blah. The rest of y'all just need to get in gear. Just get in gear. Make it happen. Figure it out. I love it. This next bird, just figured it out. Just did it. Just did it. Just do it. Quit waiting to be acceptable to everybody else saying things. Just go do it. You know, if I waited for people to tell me what they thought, I would never get where I'm at. I'm a trailblazer. All right, let's see. We're going to get the flyer up there for tomorrow night. He's going to get it posted, everybody. Just one sec. Thank you, Mr. Winston. Thank you, Mr. Urban. Thank you, sir.
All right, just coming in 1 second.
Thank you, Mr. 100%. Thank you so much. All right, we'll get up there in just a second. Does anybody else have anything
So,
you want to share?
Mr. Thomas, while he's getting that flyer, my last question to you is: signed 3 new IBOs, all of them jacked out of their mind when they saw it. Now none of them are doing anything, and like I said, I'm 200 points away from RD, and I know that they need it as bad as I need it. To me, right now, my whole mindset is I need to get there for my family. That's my why. I'm a flight attendant. I got laid off. So now I don't get called back till January, I found out. So that's why I'm doing ACN full time right now. And I'm wondering, should I just go out and get 200 points myself?
Go do it, man. On the way to find those 200 points, you're going to find people that want it as bad as you do. See, and that's one thing I share people, not that you waited to the last minute, but that's why I tell people they need to get their business off the ground now, because who's to say Monday or Tuesday next week, all of y'all not fired. So now what's your backup plan? Now you're really scuffling when you already had the time to build it, but you've been playing with it. Not saying you, Mr. Dwayne, but here's what I would do. I'd call those guys up and say, guys, let me tell you something. We already got your money. The reason we call it works. Now, if you don't want to go to work and make your investment back, I understand. But I'm looking for people to want to go to work. And then move on to get some new people, my friend. Because people, you know, I've got $499 phone customers. How many of y'all got customers like that? $199 phone customer. They sign up, they sign their line up, that's it. They paid $199, signed up, maybe signed their energy bill up, or they signed up their for ID seal. It's funny to me. I call them $199 customers. That's what I call them. People are people. You just haven't found the right ones. So there we are with Spears. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, July 19th, product training featured senior executive hosted by Mr. Bree Clemens. Tomorrow night at 6:00 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 8 o'clock Central time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See how he's got all the time zones on there? See, that's a sign of a leader, because they know that this flyer is going to go around the world, or around the country. You got to think outside your little area, folks. Come on, think big, think big. Wow, think big, think big. The magic of thinking big. My leaders are going through that book right now. But that's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific Coast time. And Mr. Bree Clemens in Nashville, so that's 8 o'clock p.m. his time zone. If you're on the East Coast, that'd be 9 o'clock p.m. So there you have it. Listen, it's been a pleasure. God bless you all. Tomorrow night, I'll be on here with Mr. Clemens. I want to hear myself what Spears is going to say. They have a new training they went out. We're going to come out a couple of weeks ago, but the ACN corporate says, hold up. We got some new stuff coming out. We got to wait till that get generated so we can come out with it. And then you can do this one. So tomorrow night is going to be a different training than anybody ever seen, because they're brand new stuff they're going to be having on there tomorrow night. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Now, just to kind of give you guys an update, this past week was a dynamite week. We start off, wow. We start with Miss Natasha Ismail, who did a fantastic job on Monday. Mr. Julian Lewis did a sensational job. We had Anthony Miles Wood on Wednesday from Vivid Home Office. Yeah, that was powerful. Mr. Chris King, I mean, he did the best I've seen him in a while. That was a great call he did on Thursday. Mr. Nathan Goldberg knocked it out the park. I mean, he's always instrumental. And last night, Happy Hour was amazing, I think. And also, Saturday Leadership Tomorrow Sphere. Next Monday, Miss Natasha Ismail will be back with us next Monday. Next Tuesday, Mr. Julian Lewis will be on here. Wednesday, we got Mr. Oren Solomon from the East Coast. Oh my God, he overrides 90% of all of Europe. That man's amazing. And then on Thursday, I got the Chicago Mob. They'll be on here. The Chicago Mob will be with us on Thursday. And Friday, I got a question mark. Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, that's the lineup for next week. Oh, and don't forget Tuesday and Thursday nights at 6 o'clock p.m. We have our 1 through 10 presentation showing the opportunity. And then Ms. Ismail has hers on Wednesday. So just be aware of that as well. All right, that's our wrap up for the week to come. We got a lot of other guest speakers I've got planned, but then again, it doesn't make sense for me to plan it if you guys can't get people on here, because my job was to help you build. I want every one of you to be an SVP. But you got to turn the volume up. Remember the backbone. Remember backbone. Remember backbone. Remember backbone. All right. All right. I'm going to go through that one more time. Backbone. B, believe in yourself. A, take actions. C, with clarity. K, keep on doing it. B for backbone. B means for bone is be that person. O is on fire. N is never quit, and E is enthusiasm. So display some backbone. Next Saturday night, I'm going to go into posture. Posture. Backbone and posture, the two most valuable things that you need to sit upright to be that person that people respect. You ever look at a person bent over? No. When you meet people, you want the backbone with posture, attitude. That's what you want to build a strong business, but it starts with you. And that's why we have the skeleton showing you the backbone, and they're all on fire. And with that, I want to thank everybody on the call tonight. What's that? There you go, that backbone and posture. Thank you, Miss Colin, Australia. Look at her. She got a picture of me in one of the magazines. I love it. So with that, folks, I want to thank everybody on the call tonight. There you go. There you go, dear. Hey, God bless everybody. We'll see everybody tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Coast time for our leader training tomorrow night with Spears and the great Mr. Bree Clemens. Good night, everybody. Be safe. Remember, backbone, backbone.